Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video. I'm once again in Conan Exiles. Yes, I realize it's been a while since I made a video for Conan Exiles, but I'm back in on it. And of course, we are going to start with the beginning. There have been some changes since I've been away, and Throttle Cams have been added to the game, which is nice to see. I am going to miss the rifts and stuff like that, but hey ho. Thrall camps are just as good, and it does actually add a bit more life to the map. So in this map I'm going to show you some of the things that you can get from the thrall camps. We'll have this map up here as well, so this is my location right now on the map, and I will have a map towards the end of this video with all of the thrall camps that I have found. But before we get into that map, I'm just going to show you some of the things that you can get. So of course the thrall camps come into actually in three different sizes. So you've got the large encampments, you've got the medium encampments, and the little camps. So it depends how lucky you are, but you may find a good thrall. Now of course with this new system there are two ways of getting your thralls. One is to just knock them out by bopping them across the head with a truncheon and then dragging them to your wheel of pain. And sometimes you will of course find a cage that has a thrall in it. Of course, bear in mind there are booby traps as well. So as I was saying, there are cages that you will find that will contain a prisoner, and you can turn that into a thrall by finding the jailer or jailmaster or something like that, whatever it's called. And if you defeat him, it is a mini boss, you will find a key that will unlock these cages. So this is what the cages look like. Over here, as you can see, there are some dead NPCs in there. Of course these guys will not help us with anything, but we do have the mini boss that will drop the key. So let me see if I can locate him. It does look pretty cool, and I like to see all of these different thrall camps. They actually look all different, so that's pretty cool to see. And as I said, it does add a bit more to the map. It makes it feel more alive, the fact that there are thralls. Now this is another location I wanted to show you. Now over here, I don't really remember if this was a thing in the past, but I feel like it was. This is a shipwreck with some undead, but next to it we have a small thrall encampment. So only a handful of thralls. As you can see, they did just defeat some of the undead, so they are hostile towards each other. So just kind of showing you that of course you can do damage to them, and they take a decent beating. I mean, they're just normal thralls, so what you'd expect to see. Of course they do have different types of colors, or more colorful, that's what I wanted to say. My English is a bit broken, but these are some more cages right here. Again, another dead thrall in there. Now I'm going to show you how to get a key. So that guy right there, that is the mini boss that you want to fight. He is called a jailer, so I did get it right when I said it at the beginning of the video. When you kill him, he'll drop some stuff, amongst which you will get the key that you are after. So that's the jailer's key. Now of course they do stack up, so you definitely want to keep these on you. And what's nice about breaking the thralls out of the cages is that it's more or less a instant tame. So these guys that would be alive in the cages are basically prisoners for these NPCs, and by breaking them out you basically befriend them and they become your followers. Another thing to keep in mind is that you will have these right here, so like mini bosses if you want, or I don't know, mini bosses, helpers. Anyways, they will drop stuff like this. So they'll drop weapons and legendary items that you can pick up. Definitely worth giving these guys a go. You don't know what you'll get. So I'm just going to show you around this area. I mean, it's not a big camp, as you can see. And over here, this is a huge camp right next to the Tower of Siptah, which you can go and explore. I mean, when I say it's big, it's quite big. So this is how large they can get. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a flyby just to kind of show you. All of this is a giant encampment with lots of thralls and NPCs, but up here there is a vendor as well, so I'll show you that. I'm not sure if this guy right here is hostile, but I'm guessing he will be hostile. But that right there, that's a vendor. So you can also find vendors scattered about in these encampments, which again is nice to see. It does feel more closer to the exile lands. and I'm glad that these have been added into the game. I do like the way the map has been redesigned. I think it is pretty cool and it looks really nice. It's visually pleasing to see this. Definitely a fresh breath of air. So I'll have a look around here. Okay, we got some fighters and stuff. And you can get loads of loot as well. There's plenty of chests that you can go through and loot. And I would probably come here with a decent thrall to back me up. Now, of course, there are some new creatures as well, so I'll show you those as well. So we've got these right here, which you can fight. So again, nice to see. It's nice that this map now has unique creatures that we've not seen before, instead of reusing assets from the previous maps. That does give it its individuality. So we've got this dog right here, which is pretty cool looking. Now I did see on their Instagram feed some pictures of these quite a while back. I feel like maybe about 2 months ago. And we've got these NPCs right here, which again look pretty cool. So I saw them on their Instagram feed. Now up here, again, this is pretty cool. Just kind of show you. It looks like it's been built by humans, so I like that. I like the fact that they've added this. Now over here, we have what would be our tier 4 Thrall. So we pop him across the head. We can basically take him out, and we have our tier 4 fighter. So quite lucky that this guy is here. I don't know what the chances of him being here, if it's random or not, but it's still something nice. So you can find yourself some tier 4 Thralls. Another thing that's pretty cool is that they have used some of these broken shrines and turned them into, or actually all the broken shrines have been turned into Thrall encampments. They are all different on the inside, so definitely worth exploring. I think one of them has a level or two that goes into the ground. They do find the undead that do tend to wander around. So again, we got a cook right here. We got some chests. Nothing special here. So this isn't the one that goes deeper into the ground. It's got like a little basement thing. So definitely a nice addition to the game. You can go up here. You can interact with the tablet if you want to. It will teach you the recipes for Siptah. So if you do that, so I'm just going to show you. We'll interact with it, and it does the exact same thing as the normal shrines used to do. Now, the other thing I want to find is a cage that has a thrall in it. There we go. So this cage right here, as you can see, there's a thrall. I used a key, opened up the cage, and now I got my very own thrall to follow me. And so therefore, this is a very quick method for taming thralls. Now, of course, you don't know what you're going to get. So if you're not being fussy, this is one way of getting thralls. Now, personally speaking, I prefer the high tier thralls, just because they are that much more powerful. But it's still a nice new mechanic for taming thralls. I'm not going to keep this because I don't really need it. And this is just to showcase. So this is a level 2 bearer that I got. And she would have done quite well with the enemy here. But definitely nice. I think I want to try and explore this a bit more and see what you can get if it's random. If you can get a good tier 4 Thrall from these cages, that would be pretty cool. It's just, from what I've seen, you can't quite tell what you're going to get from these cages. And I'm going to say that coming back from, I'd say, maybe a 2-month break from the game, I can tell you that this does feel like a completely new map. So this is what the map looks like, and everything that has the crossed swords is a Thrall encampment. So feel free to pause the video and of course take a picture or screenshot of this. I have gone and explored all of these locations that you see on this map here, so I do hope this helps you with the encampment. And that's pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description. And until next time, stay safe, folks.